Live, going live. Going live. We are live. Welcome. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to my live trading session. We're trading gold tonight. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see my screen. So, today is a public holiday in South Africa, 1st of May. It's called the Workers' Day. And I took a trade setup this morning on gold. All right. As you can see here, a beautiful supply zone setup. There's my break of structure happening. And we took some profits just after this candle here. And on this candle here. You can see price came back all the way back, but then it's starting to continue now. Now my next, as you saw in the news, also economic news, um, announcements was made that the gold is dropping. So we took a beautiful sell this morning in the London session. This was a beautiful trade setup, I must say. See, it first played around for 30 minutes here, and then it started to drop, pulled back again to the entry, and then it started to drop so hard, pulled back again and drop hard to 3201. Like I said this morning, 3201. You can see it retested this level like I thought it would, and it came exactly to this level here at 3202, and then it pulled back. Now it's continuing berries. I see from here, from here to this 3201, there's a gap, you can see the gap here. We see this gap from here to here, so we might just trade it all the way down there. Let me just check the higher time frame. But this is also a key. Wait, let me see. Zoom in. You see where it stopped previously? This is a key area now. As price pulled back, came back, demand zone, and then it continued going up. But what are we seeing currently happening here? There was a break, pull back, and now it's continuing down. I do think it wants to come and retest 3201. So let's see let's see if there is a break in structure for us. First, I'm paying attention to this higher. And I'm paying attention to this low here. So it is a tricky market structure currently because we had a big drop since this morning. Okay, sorry. Yes, I will do that. I'll send you my link now in the. I'll send my link in the chat now. Welcome. All right, so let me just get my link also. Okay, now this looks good. This 30-minute does look good though. Let's see. Let me just remove this. This was this morning's the London session. We made some good profits. The whole team made some profits with me, and that's always the best for me. That I don't make money just on my own. I think structure is. Let's wait to see what's happening with this 15-minute candle. You see there on the 5-minute structure. I don't trust that wick because if you check on this is the 4 hour candle. Let's take that off. If we take all of that off, right? You can clearly see it's retesting this low here. hasn't broke this low. So the only time I would want to look for a break or a continuation of a sell is when it breaks this low here. But since it's just sitting at currently there, I am not feeling comfortable taking a sell now. So let's first wait. We see we've seen strong bearish momentum coming down, breaking that structure, pulling back, coming, making a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. What does it want to do next? Maybe it's going to make a lower high and then continue going down. We don't know. But we follow structure. So for now, if we get a break right here, I might take a trade setup from here just to 3232. 3000 twice. That's also 140 pips. So it's a big gap there. But if we don't get a break there, I will definitely wait, as we know that this was also a breaking structure here at 32102. So you can see this low, this based on this low here, right? This is a structure break, pull back. If we get a closing candle below this level, that's only time I will sell. So for now, I'm gonna wait and see what price wants to do currently. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back trading gold again. So I'm just waiting for that. Structure looks fairly bearish to me. So we took a beautiful sell this morning. If I go back, I'll show you. I'll show you now the beautiful sell I took this morning. Back. Here we go. See that? It was a stunning sell. And gold was dropping hard after I got out. But I'm good. I made my target for the day. And I sent this out in the group. I actually said it's going to come all the way down to 3210, 320, 3210. And it really did. Yes, 3210. I got out after this. Where's that 15-minute candle now? This candle here. So that was a beautiful setup this morning. So yeah, let's see what the market's gonna give us now. So I have a resistance currently here that I'm looking at, and then the support here. I'm just trying to study slower time frames, but I'm following the higher time frame structure though. So on the 4 hour, it does look like price wants to continue going upwards. Maybe go back to our key area here at 3240. We don't know. It would be nice to take a buy. But we've seen gold dropping like crazy from last week onwards. We started to see that these drops happening. As you can see, this structure looks fairly bearish. So it's a strong consolidation currently here. I don't want to take this line away because it's also for me an indication on the 1 hour. See this 1 hour here. I always look to historical price action. You see this 1 hour here. That's to indicate to me that this is a previous area where price bounced off. It came back, continued up, retest here, and then pulled back, and then continued all the way up. So look at this. It's right here. And if we go to the 30-minute, You can see why I think it's gonna buy now. At first, we need a strong confirmation, a break through this resistance. Once it breaks, then I'll remove that resistance. Then that will give me indication of the continuation of the market. Just want to check quickly for any news. So, okay, so there's no news coming out quick now. Um, there was news at 4, but I wasn't at the market that time. Let me see. This was also another beautiful setup. You can see what I mean. Look at how it swept, came back into rejecting, and then it started to drop. It does look like a double bottom for me, so I do think price wants to come back here, breakthrough, retest, continue its way up. Say maybe 2 year. That's a lot of pops. That's a lot of pops. So let's see. It looks strong. Let me see on the 30 minute. Yep. It really looks strong. And if it goes there, the 4 hour, what is this? 3227. Ooh, it does look good, guys. It does look so good. So let's remove this one. You see how it's breaking that resistance level now? Right, we can ride it all the way up to here, to that previous supply zone. So, okay, let's just wait for that 15-minute candle to close. It is NFP week. Tomorrow is NFP, so let's see what the market's gonna give us. While we are waiting, there's a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money in the market. When you're trading this, the markets by like during this time, elections, instability, economic instability. It's this because the markets are so volatile. There is, especially when you're a scalper. I see a lot of swing traders are complaining a bit because sometimes there's too much consolidation for them because they have to wait. Then they have to wait for when there's a lot of consolidation. But like for us that are day traders and scalpers, we don't want to go in for the long moves, or we don't trade from 4 hour level to 4 hour level. I'm using the 15 minute, the 1 hour is the highest that I will go for TP targets. I mean, we're making use like this morning's trade, for instance, right from here. You can see here this morning was this rejection of here, right? From here to this level here, look, 248 pips. That is, that was insane. That was an insane move. And that was like from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. It's 3 hours. But you could have just been in a trade for an hour from 9 to 10 around here, say around here. That would have been already 120 pips for you for the day. Like, that is a lot of pips. Throw a decent lot size on that 120 pips. You make decent money. So that's why I'm saying if you know what you're doing, capitalize on the momentum in the market. So we know structure. We know that whenever there's a break, price needs to pull back, and that's where we enter and we ride it all the way down. That's in the terms of a sell. Same with the buy. With breaks, we wait for it to return, retest, get in, and ride it to the next one. Don't complicate things, just use the momentum for your benefit. That's how we trade, and that's how I make consistently money. I don't use all I know. I've studied so many strategies and indicators. MACDs, RSIs, oh, Fibonacci. I don't complicate. I don't use any of those things. Here and there, resistance support, understanding market structure, use your demand, the supply zone. And you don't have to trade demand and supply like I do. You can have maybe a different understanding of, maybe I call it something else or you call it something else. But it's the same thing. We're looking at the same thing. Just you need to know where to enter and when to exit. And also your risk management. You can have a good strategy, but if you don't have good risk management, it's very difficult to be consistent. So, okay, I see that break is happening. Beautiful. We're just waiting for that 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Mm, it's beautiful. Okay, it's breaking a high there. I'm gonna zoom in. So price is breaking this high, right? I just want to wait for it to close this before I draw my zone. Let's see. This is gonna be a quick one, like I said. I'm gonna show you now. I just want this candle to close quickly. It's 1 minute before it closes. Yep, 1 minute before it closes. It's above this these weeks, so I'm confident that price wants to go up. No, no. Now that's the thing. The breakout structure is not just only on a 1 hour, but I do follow the 1 hour time frame is my determining factor of direction. So first thing, determine the direction of the market price action. So you come to the market, you analyze, you look for what direction. You determine the direction. Now the direction is determined by a break of structure on 1 hour and 15 minutes. It has to. I look at both though. For instance, let's see. Can you see what I mean here? This is 1 hour, but there's no breaking structure yet. This is not breaking structure. But look at the 15 minute. This is a high here on the 15 minute, and there's a breaking structure. So I don't just look at the 1 hour. All right, this candle is about to close in 12 seconds. So now I have my demand zone. I'm gonna make it blue though, just so I can. And then I'm removing this resistance. So that was just to train my eye so that you can see what did I based off this break. Now, so you are actually seeing now how I am analyzing and how I'm getting into a trade. I have this thing is gonna shoot up now first, but I'm gonna wait for it to first pull back, retest before I enter, right? So just check here. Now we wait for the retest. Right into my zone. Once it's in my zone, then I'll take the entry. I'll take a buy. Just check the 1 hour now. Where did that 1 hour close? That's a 1 hour candle. So that is also my confirmation. So I look at the candlestick pattern on the 1 hour is confirmation. But I use the 15-minute break as my entry. Okay, is as my for my supply or my demand zone. You see, so when on the 15-minute, because I need a candle to draw my demand zone or my supply zone, whichever one it is. Yes, we based off our trade setup based on the 1 hour structure and the candlestick pattern, but the 15-minute is where you get to your entry. So you've analyzed, you determine your now you have your bias. So now on the 15-minute, as you see, I have my demand zone marked off. I'm just now waiting for price to pull back, give me a bearish candle, tap into my zone. Then I enter and I ride the setup up all the way up to the next high, like I said. I don't wanna fight. That the one tonight. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Pulling back. What the tricky part about the strategy is also you never know how far the pullback is gonna be. But I do have a mechanical way of looking at it based on the candlestick. So I normally use the body of the candle, right? The previous, so this is the breakout candle in my case now, this one. So I'll normally look at the breakout candle and look at the body, you know. So for me to see the retest, where did it break out? Breakout here, this breakout happened right here. So that would be my entry. Yes. Yes, yes. The demand zone is the area where the breakout structure took place. Here we go. And then that we use that demand zone for to when price hit or when price pull back or you some call it retest. I need to see a retest and I need to see a rejection. Now rejection is when it's wicking off. It just came into the zone and then gave us a wick with like this here. This is a rejection here. You see this wick, does these wicks mean the wick of the candle was up there, but it just touched the zone and then it broke. You see, this was the break of the candle. This was the breakout candle because it broke these lows here, in this case here by this one. All right. So price came back into it and it reject, and that's where you enter. Same for this now. Okay, I'm getting ready to enter now. As soon as price hit my zone, I'm gonna get in. Chin hasn't touched in yet. Is the retest done by the 15 minute, then using 5 minutes? I know most of the time I'm using the 5 minute time frame to enter, yes. But I manage my trade on the 15 minute. I always look at 15-minute structure because you must remember, like one thing with them when you are trading, you must remember higher time frames. You must always believe the higher time frame structure above the smaller time frames. Smaller time frames is like your 15 minute, your 5 minute in less. because higher time frames is like the the confirmation of where momentum is going. On a smaller time frame, you can be faked out at sometimes. So it might look like you there's a breakout, but then you see on the 1 hour, price is actually busy forming a wick on the 1 hour. And then the next candle is going in the opposite direction that you are trading. So I base off my analysis of a higher time frame, like the 1 hour, but I do enter on the smaller time. So you saw now this 15 minute is the break of structure candle, right? This is also 15 minute, but look at my 5 minute. So as soon as this candle now taps into my box, I'm gonna enter with a buy. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. It's like touching, like literally. So close. Come on, come on. Maybe the next candle. It can even come all the way down here though. So let me see. Yep. Here we go. Let's put in one position there and one position here. Now you see I entered now as soon as it touched this my zone. Sometimes it will just come to the zone, touch it, and then reject off. But then other times it will come all the way in maybe and then reject, give us a weekend in. Like you saw last night on the other trades that I took. So it's never the same, but at least you know where you want to enter. Always when it comes back into your zone. All right, so I have a okay. I'm just gonna place another buy setup here. Okay, so I'm in the trade now. So let's see. That 15-minute candle is not done yet, so I'm expecting price to come back again into the zone. Let's see. All right, let's see where that candle is gonna close. Okay, that's still like 3 minutes left on this candle. If he breaks now that previous candle, then it's gonna start moving. Okay, we are up. Let's see what you want to do. Gold. Okay. Now can you see this week now it retested this high. It's right at the same. If I put a line here on this high here, can you see? So this is now on the 5 minute that I saw that. And that's why I entered. So you will never always know. You will never be sure about it, like 100% sure. But can't be afraid to enter as well. Take a chance on it. But like I said, I always wait for the pullback to my zone. And as you can see, it looked like it touched my zone a little bit and then it started to reject. So right at the rejection, I entered. And look at it now. I'm already up to $100 there. Is there a specific trading period or it doesn't matter except on Wednesdays? You see. What do you mean by that? You mean for me? Do I trade a certain time? I don't understand what you're asking me now, sorry. But I will tell you what I prefer to do. Let's look on the 15-minute quickly. Ooh, beautiful, guys. But look on the 15-minute, how this 15-minute rejects. Now, that's how I read structure and I can see, oh my word, I can see the momentum, you know. That is a good 15-minute candle. Oh, okay, yeah. Remember, there's three trading sessions. I think four. It's the London session, it's the Asian session, it's the New York session. I think there's another one, Tokyo. Is it the Tokyo session? So I don't know. In the states, it works differently with the time zones, but in South Africa, for me, the London session is the most suitable session for me to trade. The I will after this trade, I will show you on Google. You can even Google it. Then you will put your time zone in. Then it would say there when does the London session start and when does it end. So for London session in South African time, it starts around 10 a.m. in the morning, closes here around 7 p.m. Then in our time, in South African time, might be different for you in the US or in whatever country you are. Then the New York session for us starts 3:30 p.m. the afternoon. Now I don't trade that time because I am still working a full-time job. So that time I am at work. So I don't trade the New York session. But this time 7 p.m. is when there's an overlap because the London session now, UK is making ready to close, the banks are making ready to close. And it is also the time when the busiest time in the New York session. So it's now New York and London session. That's why we see this type of momentum this time of the night in South Africa, 7 p.m. That's why I'm trading also during that time. You see, I've based it off I'm just looking at the London and the New York session times when they overlap. But maybe I'll show you there's actually I think I had it in my course also. I had like a part where I explained how it overlaps the three sessions and when does the most volatility happen during the overlap of those sessions, you see, because the overlaps tells you that either the banks are busy closing, so the hedge fund traders they are putting in their position, so there's a lot of liquidity in the market, and that's when we can capitalize on the momentum in the market. So yeah, I do like to trade the pre-London session, 9 a.m. I'm on the charts, pre-London, and then 7 p.m. like basically almost end of the London session, which is this time now. Thank you for asking the question though. I'm just waiting for this 5 minute candle to close to see what this gold gonna do. If gold now, no, if this candle, remember price action, yeah, every single candle represents the price action. Now, this if price goes higher than 3,220, if it goes higher, it's going to go grab all this liquidity here because this is liquidity, previous liquidity. So if it wants to fill all of this right here, now you can see this high was broken. Now price retest, so we can expect for price to come right here, break this high. Once it breaks this high, it also breaks this high. Then go to the next high. So that's how I determine my targets, my take profits. Minimum gaming. What is your win rate in gold? My brother, I have a 70% win rate. But I don't real and I keep records of my win rate and that now. But I try not like for my psychology purposes, not to allow that to basically um, be my motivation. I don't win every single trade. I have a 70% win rate, and I take four trades a week. I don't really trade on Wednesdays. So I trade Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And most of the time I will win three trades, I will lose one trade for the week. So I only take four trades a week. Sometimes I take during the at this moment I'm trading a challenge account and I'm trading my own personal account. So when I'm trading with you, when I'm trading it on the live, I'm trading with my challenge account. In the morning, London, I trade my personal account and I share my ideas. I trade my trades in a group and I share my results also there. Let me just come on. You see, it started to break that high now. So that looks good. Good evening. Good evening. Good to see you again on the live. My friend, I'm teaching you here on the live. I'm always teaching. You can ask me any question. I did share when you came on, if you were here now in the beginning of this live, I showed everyone how I got into the trade, why I got into the trade, where was the break-in structure, when did the retest happen, why did I enter that area, where my stop loss was, why my stop loss is there, what is that zone, that box that you see, that's a demand zone. Why did I draw that demand zone there? So I explained everything now here. That's why I say I don't have a mentorship. I have these lives. You can ask me anything. I'm not claiming that I know everything, but I have been profitable now for quite a while. And this is just the evening setups that I take. I am trading the London session mostly. Because yeah, that's a time when I actually have time and I share my trade setups in a group. But that is in London session. That is in South African time. That's around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. in the morning. And then yeah, the lives. I try to be consistent on Google, on YouTube, from Mondays to Fridays, except Wednesdays. I'm from South Africa, my friend. South Africa. Guys, you must tell me if you can hear me clearly. If anything happens, if the chart doesn't show, just let me know. Okay, I think it's coming back to our entry point now again. It wants to retest our box again, our zone. Did you see what not last night? Last night was Wednesday. Tuesday. Those who were on my live. So I took a loss live. Our stop loss got hit. All of us who were in that trade. And then what happened? It continued going up. I actually checked afterwards. I saw, oh my gosh, this thing was just faking us out and then it went into our direction. And now that happened, was that Tuesday morning as well. But the morning in the London session, we took a buy on gold. And I closed at my TP2 because I thought the market's going to retrace there. We were up in good profits. We closed up profits. And then gold continued going up, guys. Not just up, it shot up almost 200 pips. We were all like, wow. But at the end of the day, we take what the market gives us. I'm telling you, the market has been crazy, guys. If you're trading gold at this time, not just gold, like every market, it's very volatile. So that's why I get in, I get out, take my money, and I go. I'm not gonna still wait for my to lose all my money or give it back. Take my money and then I'm out. Okay, so now you see it's right at the demand zone. That is still, our zone is still valid. The trade setup is still valid. All right. So let me just move it a bit up for you to see. On the 15-minute is where I will normally just, let me just remove my. So this here is my, it is a supply zone. So that's why I'm trading it all the way up to the supply zone here. Now you can see on the 15-minute, let me just delete this one here. I took it based on this candle here. When it will become invalid if it breaks this, the body of this candle. If price comes down below this candle, this body of this candle here, the lower body, then the setup is invalid. Then it means gold wants to continue going bearish. Now, that's why you need to know where you will also exit the trade. When will you give up on the setup? Okay, let's give it some time. There's still a lot of room for our trade to move. Like I said, once it breaks this and close above here, you can be sure. We don't always know how long it's going to take, but that's where the patience come in. And trust the analysis according to your market structure. No, I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro, my friend. I don't call myself a pro. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, gold. We need people who's humble in this industry. Because just as I make money, I can lose money as well. We don't win every single trade. Our job is to protect that we don't lose too much, keep the losses small, and capitalize on those wins. The market is very volatile. We can be stopped out at any time, so you protect your capital. Damn, look at that now. But we're gonna wait. It's now right at my entry again. 2 minutes for this candle to before it closes. 1 minute. Oh, it's getting to our. You see, it's in our zone now. We just wait for that rejection. Wait for it. No worries. I don't like that. Let me see. This is starting to make an evening star pattern, so I don't really like that. Once it gets below here, I'm gonna close. I'm gonna close it once it gets below. Now I expect this is a rejection. Like I said to you earlier, my guy, my friend that asked the question. You see what I mean? This is the rejection in the zone. Look at that wick. Now that tells you that momentum is still pushing up. The fact that that candle closed like that means that momentum is still bullish. So what gold normally does, it will come and it will retest the body of this candle. You see the body here, it almost test like just touch this body of this. This was our based on our breakout candle. Remember the 15-minute, the body of this 15-minute candle. So the fact that this 15-minute candle closed like that also, it's telling me that price still can go up. But like I said, I will exit the trade once price goes lower than this week now. Don't play with us now, gold. Come on. Oh, sorry. Close, getting so close to my stop loss, guys. So close. Oh my gosh. Those things just want to touch. Let me just see here. Ah, it's getting close. $400 a month. Damn, gold. Why you do us like that? I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Look, can you see what it did here? Son of a gun. It's doing the same what it did last night. The very same. But this 15-minute candle hasn't closed yet, so I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen. Oh, I still think it's gonna go up. So that means the fact that it broke through my zone, that means my setup is now invalid. So the demand setup is invalid just once price break this low here. This body of the candle, as you can see, price came all the way even past this week. So that setup became invalid now. However, I still do think price wants to continue upwards. Sure. We've been trending since this morning, like yeah, we were bearish, right? So this is a reversal happening, and as you can see, this high here has been, yeah, we see the market started to make a high, lower high. There's a higher high, and it's making a lower high now. Next is a higher high. So there is a upward structure, and just check here. Now you see, this was a stop loss hunt. Took us out. I might re-enter once it comes back to entry again. Yeah, I might re-enter now once it gets into. You see where the fact that it closed right into our box now, right into that demand zone. Let me see. That's not a 15-minute candle. We still have like how many minutes left? I'm gonna re-enter again, guys. Just waiting for it to. I'm gonna re-enter again, huh? Once it comes back to 3215. Yes, delete this. Let's wait for it now. You see, it's still valid. Look on the 15-minute. Ah, okay, let's go. Come on, Gold. Why are you playing with us tonight? Okay, it's now getting 3215. It's right at the entry currently now. You see how it's coming back now. I'm waiting for this 15-minute to close. Look, now if you check on the 5-minute, we were stopped out on the 5-minute, right? Now this is what I was talking about. This candle closed like this on the 5-minute. But if you check on the 15-minute, these wicks are still basically still valid. Our zone is still valid based on the wicks of that 15-minute candle. Hence, I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame. And on this 15-minute time frame, we have 6 minutes left before that candle close. The only time I will give up on the setup is when that 15-minute candle closes below my box. If it closes right below here, then I accept my losses. Then I will accept my losses. So let's see. Gosh, oh my gosh. Okay. I am out. You saw me taking that trade live. I took that L. I'm accepting that L. I close my trade now. All right, let's see what is happening on the setup. Right, you can't win every setup. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the strategy. You saw I took this trade based on this break here. Became invalid, like I said, as soon as it breaks that body, it became invalid. However, what I think now, price wants to come all the way down here before it continues going up. However, check it the 1 hour, guys. I knew that if it doesn't break here, this high here, only then price will go up. But price, like on the 1 hour, we can see it went to stop. This broke that high, but it reversed right at this high here. If you check here, This is the high point here. Broke this high point, but came back and retest this. I do think it first wants to continue now, all the way down here. Based on the 1 hour, just check your 1 hour. It's coming back. This 1 hour candle is extremely strong, and it's following. I traded against the trend in any case, so it's fine. I was expecting that. So that setup is invalid based on my 1 hour. As you can see, it's breaking now this key level here at 3.2. Like I explained earlier on this low here, it's breaking that low now. So yeah, I'm accepting the loss. That's what I think what happened. Delete that part there. I'm accepting that loss. We will make that money back again. We will make that money back. We will definitely make that money back. That was but a small loss. We will definitely now. If you, it looks good. The berry structure looks beautiful, but there's no break yet on the 15. On the 1 hour, like I said, this break you can't trust, man, because it's breaking this bodies. But be careful of this low here. Because what price now could do is just come here and then sort up. So for me, I wouldn't even now look to take a sell. This looks again, it looks good on the 15 minute, but when you check on the 1 hour, right? If it breaks this week, maybe. Let's check the 4 hour. Yeah, I definitely think it's coming to retest here. It's a beautiful drop there. It's a beautiful drop. All right. But yeah, you don't even know what price is going to do. Look at that now. I will wait for this 15 minute to close just to see if it's going to break this low here now, or if it's going to give us a bullish candle. Let's wait and see where this 15 minute candle is going to break. Gonna close now in 13 minutes. All right. We took some beautiful cells this morning on this setup, on this. Let me show you. You see these two? This was my two supply zones. This is the first one this morning in the London session, right there. I entered right there. I even have I think I took a screenshot. We entered right there. Look how price dropped since this morning. Then price came back. You see this break. This was another break here. This was the first break. Price came back into the zone here again, and then it's dropped again. And tonight, That's what I expected price to start breaking highs now and reverse because it's been bullish from this key area. Sorry, berries from the key area there where I added 3 to 40. This is where I took the trade this morning, and then there was another. That's the reason why I took that buy now. But yeah, we got stopped out, so it's fine. Let me just see on the 30 minute. Still looks good for me. Okay, let's see. We still have a few minutes left for the candle though. Let's check out. Guys, look at that. It's coming back to the entry now. And if you check on the 30 minute, sure, looks so good. Come on, let's go. It's coming back to my entry now. Yeah, that's why I say trade with caution because the market is spiking also like crazy nowadays. We can capitalize on those momentum and the movement, but also we have to be careful with these spikes. Very volatile markets. I like this time of the night also when it's a bit, it's not that fast, it's not so fast moving, so you can actually see the structure forming before you. Wow, look at that. So what was that? 322.2, no? No, 3.4, 3214. Oh gosh. So yeah, guys, that was our initial entry here. And then I got stopped out on this candle. Basically this one, because this one went past. I still had the, yeah. Let's see where this candle is gonna close. I need for this try to close, please. I need for that candle to close, please, now. Come on, gold. Let's go now. Let me see. Ooh, beautiful, guys. Look at that. It's now where my entry was. My entry was around, my original entry was around 314, 3214, right? Right here on this week here. So I'm gonna remove this zone here. Once it breaks out of the zone, and just see the 5 minute close. It's now almost 8 p.m. Just want to show you this 15-minute candle. See that 15-minute structure and the 30-minute structure. Yeah. Let's see. Market is very, very volatile. Let's look at the 5 minute again. Do think all this liquidity needs to be grabbed before it. Oh, maybe not tonight though. Maybe it wants to do that tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is NFP, so there's a lot of news coming out, especially high impact news. High impact news does affect the market structure. It does throw market structure really off the rails. Hi, thank you for your. Please subscribe to the channel and switch on the notifications for those who are new. I'm live trading every evening, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So every weekday except for Wednesdays. I explain why I take a trade. I explain when I lose the trade. Um, yeah, and I answer questions also here on my live. This is what the real trading is all about. Waiting for the setups, getting in, showing you where I get in, showing you where I exit, why I take a trade. Yeah, and I also try to explain my thoughts, why I do certain things. And also to learn from you guys. Like, I am not putting myself out there as an expert, but I'm a profitable trader. I've been trading the markets for 4 years now. Thank you for your comment. Make sure you switch on the notification on my channel, then you will get the live notifications when I go live. And ensure that your notifications is on all, not personalized. Otherwise, you won't get my live notifications. Please subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you, guys and girls. We are going to make so much money during this month and months to come. So for now I'm only trading live gold. I used to trade GBP USD. I was fixated on GU, but gold has become my favorite pair now. Thank you for your subscription. Then I gave you my entry. I gave you the take profit 1. I gave you my take profit 2 area, and this my stop loss is there. Those are the areas currently on gold. Lately, I've seen at 8 p.m. That's when the momentum is actually starting, and where gold is just moving strongly. Let me just check. Is no news tonight. Thursday tonight. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's go gold. Come on. I just wanted to break out of this zone now. Now I saw something here now, but I first want price to break out of that past 3216. 3216. Once it gets there, I want to show you something I saw now. Why we were also stopped out. I was stopped out on my first entry, so I re-entered. And that's the thing, when you trade with a small account, it's very hard to trade gold. I always say that to the people that's in my group trading with me. When you trade with a small account gold, guys, unfortunately, you are going to struggle because sometimes gold will stop you out, man. But then you see your setup is still valid. You can re-enter. So you need capital. You need at least $1,000 and more to trade gold. That's it. That's a reality for if you want to see your profitability, because your capital can also be a hindrance for your success in trading. I am from South Africa in Cape Town. I'm in Cape Town, South Africa is my country. So I'm the South Africa. In Cape Town is my city. Let me know if you know Cape Town. We also have Johannesburg, we have Durban, we have Port Elizabeth, we have so many other cities. So let me see what's happening here.
This is perfect.
Welcome, India's in the house. We are most part of the BRICS countries, eh? India is part of the BRICS. What's South Africa? We love Indian food here in South Africa. Eh? I'm a foodie. I love Indian food. The curries, the rotis, mangoes. I love mangoes also. Orange.
We have the biggest population of Indians outside of India.
Oh, we have another Cape Town in the house. Yes, the river. Good. That's good. Yeah, we have another Cape Townian in the house. I don't know where Easter River is. Oh, who's saying good morning? It's evening on my side, but good morning for you. I am making ready to go to bed. It is 10 minutes past 8 in my country now. Luckily we don't have load shedding. Okay, right. So guys, they broke out of my zone. Currently we are up in profits again. So this gap here, you see I have this line here. Price on the 5 minute it looks like, but look on the 15 minute. You see, you can see now on the 15 minute structure looks more valid than on the 5 minute. We were stopped out on the first entry, but I can see why also. It came retest this candle. Now that's why I say you never know how far the pullbacks are gonna go. So now we just wait for price to break this high here. Oops, let me just do. I'm using this high. And this is my TP2 right here. It's moving nicely now. We are put up in a little bit of profits. So yeah, let's see what this is moving strongly bullish now. So I'm happy for that. Now let's be patient now to see the next move. My friend, I can never tell you when to close, when to take your profit. When you're up in profit, you take your profit. Now, that's a tricky thing when you send your trade ideas to a group. But I have experience with this. Like I always tell people, if you up $200, why wouldn't you take the money? You can't wait. You can't look at me now and think, okay, she's not taking that 200. I'm not gonna take that 200. 200, maybe close partial profits. When you up $100. That was my struggle also in the beginning as a beginner trader. I want to make the $1,000 in one setup. No. If you up in profits and you feel like you need to take that profit, my friend. Or take a partial profits. But like I said here, sorry, I must show you actually whether the TP1 is at 3213. Sorry, 3220. So TP1 is around here. 220. Right at this higher. That's TP1. So why do I have a TP1? I'm going to disclose it just to you. I have a TP1. I take my some profits at TP1. Sometimes I take all my profits. Sometimes I take partial profits. But that is just me. You are not me. Depending on your skill and your risk management, risk appetite as well. We don't have the same risk appetite. What do I mean by that? You might have a smaller account size than I have. I can risk 10%. You can only risk 5%. So based on your risk appetite, you have to take your profits. Please, when to open in order? When to open in order? You want to know when to open in order? You mean on the app or you mean when to get into a trade? $7 book. What quantity book? What trade? What broker are you using? Because that's $70 book. Book 1, 2. I don't get it. I don't know what that means, my friend. So yeah, on the screen you can see the TP1 is at 3220.5. my gosh. So he is here in the Free State and he's saying good morning. Oh my gosh, I can't deal. You probably just woke up now. No, I mean, you guys are funny. Baby. Nah, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If you entered with me, you must be up in profits now. Leafy, ik het-
Yes.
oh, you just woke up now. Damn, I'm going to bed now. I'm planning to go to bed. That's the reason why you say good morning. Okay, makes sense. Because I thought now you in a different country with on a different time zone.
Oh my God.
Come on now, let's go, go. What is this? This guy looks so familiar.
I'm still joining.
Oh, my phone. No, it's 100%. You can take it. What do you mean I lost all 300? 300 what? When did you lose it? How did you lose it? On what? All right, like I said, guys, as you can see, my TP1 is at 322050. Right here, right? Around here. That's TP1. If you want to take your profits, take your profits. If you don't want to take your profit, hold. Because price will break this high. I'm waiting for it to break this high now. And then it will continue going up. But it will take time. It will take time and you will have to be patient also. So if you have willingness to be patient, then you can hold. But yeah, I am still holding. Wow, because that's good profits, eh? That's good profits there you're making. I always say don't be greedy. Take what the market gives you. Always take what the market gives you as well. And never compare yourself with other traders. Never ever. Because you never know how big that person's account size is. You don't know that person's risk appetite. When you trade, you must make it a personal, a really personal journey. Focus on you. Don't focus on what you see on social media. If you figure out a strategy out, it's like you must be laser focused on that and don't let other people influence you what they are doing. As l- if if your strategy is not working and you're still looking for a strategy, then I can understand. But now if you have a strategy, you don't need to you don't need to always look for new strategies. So that is a pullback. I'm not panicking. Someone asked me. Oh yes, yes. The strategy can be applied to any trade setup because it's price action. Sorry, any trading pair. Like I said, if you look on my channel, I have very old videos on my YouTube channel. I haven't posted a video there in a while. But I used to trade just GBP USD. I didn't trade gold. I started trading gold last year. Now, if you want to trade any other currency, I used to trade US 30 as well, but I just can't. I can't anymore. I don't like US 30. But the strategy does work. It's just US 30 moves better in New York session. If you try the strategy in the New York session, it's going to make you're gonna make so much money. But I trade most now the London session now. I didn't get quite that momentum in the London session for myself when I trade US 30. So I switched over to gold and gold moves in Asian, it moves in London and it moves in New York session. So that time for me personally works. That's why you have to figure out what times are working for you, what time, and also first determine what type of trader you are. Are you a swing trader? Are you a because you can use the strategy for a swing trader as well, but then just set alerts. So for now, like for instance, you saw I had my TP here. So that would be your alert, or that would be you will just put in your TP there, your stop loss, and then you leave your trade. If you have your, say for instance, you got your break, and then you decided this is your zone, you're gonna enter right here. Then you insert an alert on trading view. So you insert an alert like this. Now you see on trading view, you add your alert, you just create the alert. Now you'll see here's alert. So that alert will go off and it will trigger. It will send you maybe a message, a SMS, whatever. You can even choose for it to send you an email, and you will be notified when it triggers your entry. So you get in, you set your stop loss, you set your take profit. You leave your phone. You don't even have to manage a trade. Don't have to look at the trade. That's for swing traders. That's for people who are not able to sit in front of a chart for more than 1 hour. You then have to basically develop a swing trading approach to the market. For me, I am a scalp trader. I can sit I have time to sit between an hour or two. I don't like to sit more than 2 hours, but sometimes I sit because you cannot. If the trade takes to play time like 2 hours or more to play out, then I have to sit. But like I like to manage my trade by seeing it. If but it comes with time also. You cannot. I cannot say what works for me will work for you, but you can try it. and see, maybe you haven't figured out yet what is working for you. Because you're probably so happy that you took profits now. Come on, gold, we're just waiting for you to to take off now. We're just waiting for gold to take off. Now that's the other thing I also want to talk about. Just so you know. This is where TP was or is. Sometimes price will come this close to TP and you will be up in profits. And you know you're supposed to take partial profits or you're supposed to take your profits and then you don't take it. Then the trade, then the market reverse and then you end up losing everything. It still happens to me at times. Therefore, like I have rules for myself. If if I'm up at a certain, if I look at then at my money, I look at the daily target that I have. If I see it's 3219 and I actually want price to go to 3220, I will take my profit. It's all up to you and your risk appetite as well. Again, personal. You have to figure out what is your risk appetite level. But yeah, stick around on my channel. I speak a lot about risk management and your psychology and obviously my trading strategy that I'm using. A very simple strategy. It's no rocket science. It's not a lot of indicators and things. It's purely price X and market structure. Now I know if you're not experienced, you will panic for a pullback because you will watching your money. I am not watching the money, I'm watching the structure. I'm watching market structure and I understand pullbacks. There's certain levels that if a pullback goes further than that level, those levels, then the trade becomes invalid. When it's invalid, it means the trade is a losing setup. But a pullback means that it's only a pullback. Let me show you. A pullback means it's price moving in the upwards direction. It's pulling back a little bit to continue upwards. It must, this is market structure. It has to pull back in order to continue going up. It has to pull back in order to continue going up. And can you see what is it making? While it's doing that, it's making a high, higher high, higher highs, which means we are now seeing an uptrend. That is market structure. So if you understand market structure, you will not freak out on pullbacks. You will not let pullbacks freak you out. Also, you will focus on trading your plan. So it's higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows. That's correct.
But then,
Thank you. I'm glad you can learn something from my lives because that was the idea for me when I decided to go live is to give out information on because I am not in a position where I can now do mentorships. I used to do one-on-one mentorships and I used to explain this over and over and over and over until the trader understands and until the trader is comfortable trading on their own. Um, but now I'm doing live trades. I'm sharing this, everything I'm doing on live. All you need to do is just be open to learn and you can use, duplicate, improve it, develop it, make it better, make it work for you. Trading doesn't have to be so complicated, but it, it can be when you make it complicated. Okay, so you were up again here now, no? If you didn't take some profits, that is not on me. I think it's gonna come back to 3215 again. 3215 around here before it goes up. Yeah, does higher. Might just come back here before it continues up. But let's see. It's getting late. Okay, there we go. Let's go to TP1 there. I might just take my money at TP1 now. It's getting very late. Let's go, gold. Let's go. Okay, guys, now you must be up in good profits, right? There we go. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to close my profits at TP1. It's going to pass at TP1 now. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to break through our TP1. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Ooh, beautiful, guys. There we go. TP1 hit. I'm going to close my profits. If you want to hold, you can still hold. You see how it's breaking that high there now? There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me just also close on this side. Close on my phone. Great, great, great. It hit my TP. It hit my first TP. Thank you, Marilee. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Good to see you guys also made some profits. Let me just bring this. So you see what patience can do. Patience can bring us the money. Ooh, now it wants to move, eh? Now it's moving. Now it's moving. It's definitely moving. I'm happy I took some money out. Recovered all that losses also. Good, 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 good. All right, guys, it's almost 2 hours that I've been on this live now. I'm going to end the live soon. I will be back tomorrow evening, same time. It's NFP tomorrow. I don't really trade NFP. I will come on the live. We will look at see if there's a setup and also just check how the momentum is after the NFP. You know how crazy NFP is. I don't trade news. If you wondered, I don't trade news. I stay out of the market when news comes out. So, oh, you're talking Indian. What are you talking? What language is that? Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. So it's heading to TP2. Like I said, there's a lot of momentum liquidity. So for those of you who still in the setup, this is the next level, 3 to 30 day by TP2. It broke this high now. As you can see, you see this high, it broke now. Might come and pull back a little bit, but it will continue going up. I'll check tomorrow. Um, Look at that. It's moving straight now to TP2. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you are. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you on the next live, guys and girls. I don't know who's watching. So, thank you. Thank you for those who were here on my live. I will be back on tomorrow. And after tomorrow, I'll be back on Monday. So I trade Mondays, Tuesdays, except Wednesdays, Thursday, and Friday. Same time. Wow, look at that. That trade is still moving, but I made enough money for the day. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm ending the stream now. See you guys. Have a good evening further. Ciao. I'm out.